The Obi Wan Kenobi series is starting production in April, and we've got a list of the cast members that are going to be participating in this show. So I've got my BB-8 mug, got my morning coffee. So let's check it out. So here we are on StarWars.com. Obi Wan Kenobi series to begin production in April. Cast revealed. Obi Wan Kenobi, the new Disney Plus special event starring Ewan McGregor as Jedi Master Obi Wan Kenobi, will be shooting in April. The story begins 10 years after the dramatic events of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, so it's right after the prequels. And in between that and A New Hope, Kenobi faces his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his best friend. Well, it was the Jedi, wasn't it? The Jedi defeat, the slaughter of the Jedi. Corrupt of his best friend and Jedi apprentice Anakin Skywalker turned evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. Obi Wan Kenobi is directed by Deborah Chow, director of two critically acclaimed. You just got to put extra words in there, don't you? But director of 2 episodes of The Mandalorian Season 1. This series also marks the return of Hayden Christensen in the role of Darth Vader. I hope first of all, when I hear that he's coming back as Darth Vader, one, I'm thinking, are we going to see him as Hayden Christensen? And are we going to have more controversy like we did with Pascal and The Mandalorian, how he was having a bit of a sook because he wanted to put his face on the screen and not hide behind his mask? I think Hayden Christensen is a better morally constructed person than Pedro Pascal. He gets my tick there. Hayden is a great guy. Not saying that Pascal's not a great guy either, but he is more, what would you say, controversial when it comes to certain aspects of his acting than Hayden Christensen, because there was a incident there with Pascal, how he was sooking and he didn't want to be a part of it because they weren't going to show his face on the screen. You can Google that one if you like. It's good to see that Hayden Christensen's coming back to play Darth Vader, but at what capacity? Will they be taking off his mask? Will he be walking around in a robe after dinner, just orchestrating the search for Obi Wan Kenobi? I'm not sure. So I'm a little bit worried about where that's going to lead us. Not so much for Hayden, but for the iconic character of Darth Vader. So we've got the cast members here. So here we are here with the cast. Ewan McGregor right at the top there with Hayden Christensen. Everyone who's a Star Wars fan and a Ewan McGregor fan would be itching to see him do his own TV series in the iconic role as Obi Wan Kenobi. So kudos to him. I think it's fantastic myself. I like him as Obi Wan Kenobi. Hayden Christensen, I like him. Like I said before, as a human being, he's a great man. So it's good to see that he's going to have a little bit of a say. In what capacity? Honestly, I think the way that Star Wars is today, they're not going to give him too much of a bigger role, which I think would be totally ridiculous. They should be focusing on these 2 characters as the main drive to this series. I hope they do that and don't try to inject other characters into to try and outshine them, because if you're bringing characters in to try and outshine Obi Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, you're just going to chip away at their iconic roles and their aura they have as characters. Moses Ingram. I don't know too much about her. Don't know much about her at all. Joel Edgerton, a great actor. I'm excited to see him in the role in this sci-fi fiction of Star Wars. I think he can bring a lot to the table. Piers, Bonnie Piers, just done an IMDb search on her, and she played. She was in Revenge of the Sith, as well as Episode 2 as Brienne. She's the one that took on Luke Skywalker when he was a little baby. Mother figure, I suppose. In there, Kamala Nanjanani. I'm just doing a little bit of a research on these guys because I don't really know who they are and what they do, but this guy is some sort of comedian. My take on just jamming too much comedy into shows nowadays is I don't like it too much, especially with the Marvel franchise and every sort of thing that comes out nowadays has to have a fair bit of a comedy element to it. I don't know why. I don't know why they go down. Like a tiny bit of comedy in a serious TV show or a movie is fine. I get it. But as for just jamming it in, like Marvel are big time jammers in of comedy to their movies and IPs. What about poor Thor? What they did to Thor, making him like a big fat drunk loser. I don't know why they inject too much of comedy into shows nowadays. So I don't know what he's going to be. I reckon he's going to be probably the nerdy science guy that gets people out of trouble, I suppose. In Dara Varma, I'm terrible with names, guys, so you have to forgive me for that. Now, she was in the Game of Thrones as, here she is here. She was in, episodes of Game of Thrones as, who's that character that she played in? See, she's done a fair bit. More TV series, hasn't she? Ilana Sand, that was her. She done a pretty fine job in that show, I reckon, as an actress, as an intimidating, conniving sort of role that one was. So she'll be interesting to see in the show. I reckon she can bring some flavour to it, for sure. She's a good actress. Rupert Friend, I don't know much about him. I don't know too much about him. So I don't really know what he's going to bring. I'll just hit him up in the IMDb. He's got a bit of a Orlando Bloom look to him, hasn't he? Post-production. He's got a lot of work recently, hasn't he? Oh, Jesus Christ. Strange. See, I don't know any of these shows. Homeland, I don't watch that. Strange Angel, don't watch that. Is there anything here that I have watched? I don't reckon I've seen anything that he's starred in. So who knows what he's going to bring. I have to wait and see on him. O'Shea Jackson Jr. I don't know anything about him either. So it's good to see they're bringing in some actors that I haven't heard of. Oh, this is Ice Cube's son, is it? Yeah, it's Ice Cube's son. Yeah, he's pretty decent. I don't mind him. He played in a movie with Den of Thieves. Oh, the Den of Thieves 2 coming out. Man, that's going to be all right. Looking forward to that. But yeah, he played Den of Thieves, Donnie Wilson. That's right. That was a good movie. I like that. Straight out of Compton, played his old man, Ice Cube. That was pretty decent too. So he brings a fair bit to the table, actually. Yeah, I know who he is. No, that's good. He's a fine actor. I don't mind him. He brings a little bit of style into it. Sung Kang Han from Fast and Furious. Yeah, he's a good actor, no doubt about that. What he's going to bring to this series, I'm not too sure, but he'll probably be that, cool character that just gets things done. As long as he's not sitting in the corner eating peanuts. If they can just stay away from that, because as soon as they do that or link him in the same sort of roles and acting styles as Han in Fast and the Furious, it's going to spoil it for me, because I'll be just thinking, Han. Simone Kessel. I don't know too much about her either. Who is it? Simone Kessel. Here she is here. Television actress. Yeah, I don't know too much about her. What has she starred in that I'd know? Oh, a lot of TV series. The Reckoning, I haven't seen that. Pine Gap, haven't seen that. The Crossing, nah. Bump Bow, Wonderland, Fat Tony and Co., Terra Nova. She's another actress that I know absolutely nothing about, and I haven't seen her in anything. So, yeah, they are sort of bringing in some new actors to come in and that have, a lot of experience in the television series game anyway, but not the real motion picture film. So yeah, don't know too much about her. And Benny Safdie, I know absolutely nothing about him either. Let's do a little search on him. Benny Safdie. Here he is here. Now, what has he got into? Benny Safdie. Video short. Oh no, he's a director. Actor. We want to have a look what he's acted in. It's a bit more of a director that they've got him sort of portrayed as. Story of Charles Riverbank. No, absolutely nothing about that. I don't know anything about this guy at all. No clue. No clue about him either. So yeah, a sort of wide berth when it comes to acting skills and abilities, and movie stars and TV stars in the mix with a comedian. I hope they don't jam too much comedy in there. I really don't. Hopefully they take it a little bit more serious. Joining the cast, well, there's all the names there. Obi Wan Kenobi is executive produced by Kathleen Kennedy. That's probably the saddest thing about this announcement. What Kathleen Kennedy has done with the rebirth of the Star Wars franchise is less than excitable for me. It's actually got me to a point where I'm sort of, as a lover of Star Wars and always have been, my wane in the interest to what they produce next is less than satisfying for me, to say the very least. That's to put it nicely. The only reason why I'm sort of semi-excited about this is because of what it says right underneath there. Ewan McGregor, executive produced by Ewan McGregor. So he's in it. He's got, obviously, it looks like he's got a say in the production of it. He's starring in it, also with Hayden Christensen and Darth Vader. That's the only thing that gets me excited about this TV series from Disney. So, in that long list of 12 people there, I don't know too much about a lot of them. I'm excited for Joel Edgerton. I'm excited for Darth Vader. Hopefully they don't discredit Darth Vader and bring in other villains to sort of outshine him, so to speak. Maybe if Darth Vader was more of a Sith Lord figure to direct all the villains underneath him to go out, maybe that would work. But I hope they don't mess around with the mask and taking the mask off and decrediting Darth Vader with trying to bring in villains to you know what I mean, to sort of outshine him. Ewan McGregor, absolutely excited to see him back in the role. So yeah, some good actors there, some actors that I know. Ice Cube, Joel, this Indra, Sheila here, she's cool, Han. But all the rest I don't know too much about. So yeah, that's what I think about that, guys. I reckon it's fantastic that they're doing a Obi Wan series. It makes me wonder too, because when they came out to do the sequel trilogy, they said after the sequel trilogy's done, they weren't going to worry about the the Skywalker saga as such. They're going to go out and adventure into everything else, like to every other aspect of the Star Wars universe that you can think up. And what we've got after the sequel trilogy is just everything around the Luke Skywalker saga. Like the Mandalorian's around it, this is around it. There isn't too much out there that's not sort of loosely based around the Skywalker era of Star Wars. So yeah, that surprises me as well, because I was hoping for some different sort of takes in the Star Wars universe, but I don't think Disney's up for the challenge to be exploring anything out of the realm of the Skywalker saga era. But yeah, that's my take on that, guys. Pretty excited for Obi Wan Kenobi series. Looking forward to it. I wish Ewan McGregor all the best. Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader. I just hope that they can respect the characters enough to give them the respect on the screen that they deserve as iconic characters at which they're playing. So that's my take, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching this far. You can help me out by liking and subscribing, sharing this video. Hit that notification bells for the next video to come up. This is Rusty's Reactions. So comment down below as well, what reaction video should I do next? And you never know, I could be doing that video next in the future. So until the next video, everyone take care and look after yourselves. Bye.